As our day begins, Johnny and his roommate Susan are preparing for midterms. Then the plague began. At first, Johnny fears for his safety, locking himself in his dorm room. But what of his pretty girlfriend?
Hi, you reached Erica. Leave me a message.
Erica, it's Johnny. Something crazy's going on. There are goddamn zombies on campus. I know that sounds insane, but it's definitely not a prank. I hope you're still at the library. Hang tight. I'll be there as soon as I can. Call me when you get this.
So hello everyone and welcome to part 1 of Day of the Zombie. I felt like we'd just do a bit of a cold open there. This is Salmon TV, welcome back returning viewers, and hello to new folks. I hope you are enjoying Spooky Month so far. As of the time I'm recording this, Susan, as of the time I'm recording this, it is October 3rd, which I guess is Mean Girls Day, I discovered. I don't have any pink that I can be wearing, but so let's just pretend that our character here, let's pretend that Johnny's wearing pink, okay? He's looking rather fetch. And then, we got a bat over here. This is Day of the Zombie. This is a first-person action game about Zambos, which I am not a huge fan of. Not in the sense that I think that they're bad, I think that they are the monster that I am actually the most reasonably afraid of. And in this game, they're very green, and they apparently like to walk in circles. What was that? What are you doing? Luckily, they are not very dangerous in this game. This is one of those things where it's like, and we took all the terror that could feasibly exist from a zombie. Can she even find me when I'm standing on the couch? Oh, she can't. Oh no, their pathing is all screwed up. All I have to do is stand on a table and she can't find me. Can they? Oh boy. Oh, he knows where I am. Okay. So basically all you have to do is press the right mouse button and you'll put them on their ass. Like, you just bonk them. Whoop. And yeah, they're very green. I guess we're going for this sort of like, this one is significantly greener than the others. She's like basically glowing. Like, look at that. That is a ghoul. She's a Fallout character. And then like some of them are a little bit less green. Oh, she's really green too. Plus she's got some cool shades. We have a baseball bat to start with. We can do a light attack with left mouse button. It makes a terrible noise if you hit the wall, so please avoid doing that. Right mouse button has some more wind up, but it'll knock zombies over, and it only takes about 2 to kill people. We got our health right here. That's the only health item in the game. Not, that all health comes in the form of these giant glowing bottles of painkillers. You can look for like drawers and stuff to like search for them inside. And pro tip right now, close doors as you go through them, because as you can see, zombies can break them down, and it will put some time between when they first aggro onto you and when they can finally reach you. This is a zombie generator. It has you can see that a zombie just pops into existence behind it, and make sure that there is always at least one zombie in this hallway. You can just watch it. Watch as she goes down. What? What are you doing, bud? Hey, let's look at you. You're not as green. You're not quite as green as the others. So the combat flow in this game, I'm trying to think. It's not... Arthur's Quest had bad combat flow, but that was from the fact that your weapon could just straight up miss. In this game, it's because enemies... Like, it has a combat flow in that if you have good timing, you never have to do it. Because if you just press the right mouse button just as they're finishing getting up, then you'll just smack them back down, and you can basically just catch them in an infinite combo, which is hilarious. This game was published by Groove Games, I believe is what they are called. You can tell because they are advertised on all of the computers. Right there, Groove. They, I believe it's a Russian publishing company, and they also put out Land of the Dead: Road to Fiddler's Green, which is a tie-in game for George Romero's Land of the Dead film. Let's break down this door. And we've got a zombie just like caught in a loop where he's trying to reach me, but it's alright. We don't even need to worry about that. Let's go through here. So, I guess maybe for licensing reasons or whatnot, they decided they wanted to put out another zombie film. Maybe it's actually for the fact they wanted to have a zombie IP that wasn't licensed, so they were just like, and let's just basically use some of the same assets and the same engine. I mean, it's Unreal Engine, but let's use, you know, the stuff that we've already gotten set up in the editor and make a new game, and we'll just call it, like, Day of the Zombie. And if I remember correctly, one of the posters for the game, or one of the box arts, basically uses the Day of the Dead logo, but it just replaces the dead with zombie, and it looks really bad. Hey, you're not green. Why aren't you green? Oh my god, Salmon, you can't just ask zombies why they aren't green. Whoa.
Oh yeah!
Nice old grandma just flings herself through the wall at me. So Johnny Guitar here is trying to, you know, find his girlfriend Erica. She's in the library in the middle of a zombie outbreak, which apparently struck so quickly that the entire city has been overtaken. Every sweet old grandma has been infected with the turns you green virus. The Jolly Green Giant has had enough of us feeding on the fruits of his labor, and he has now orchestrated a plague to take out all of humanity. We are caught in the crossfire of his Jolly Green wrath. I believe we're gonna go downstairs. We can search this chest, and there's just some pills. There's a lot of pills. I understand that this is like a college dorm. Like that we're at like a university and that this is a bunch of college kids. However, there's a strange number of specifically painkillers in like large bottles. Wait a second. Isn't that considered a violation of the Geneva Convention? Right? Isn't it a violation of the Geneva Convention or something to have like a white med crate or medical thing with the Red Cross on it? So like a lot of things will end up updating to like make it green or something. Because it's like, oh, you can't use that, that's the sign of the National Red Cross or whatever, and that's like a symbol you can't use. So that's fun. That's always fun to discover in games. Of course, this is at a point in time where they probably was like, they're like, what, I don't give a shit. There's basically no other weapons that we can find around here for right now. Except, oh, speak of the devil. Got some Molotovs. So I get the feeling that the Molotov is gonna, I'm trying to select the Molotov. I feel like the Molotov is gonna have like a weird behavior, but that zombie is being very courteous and just standing there while I explain it. If I remember correctly, it's gonna like land like to the right of where my cursor is. So like I'm gonna put it like right there. Let's see what happens. See, there you go. It lands like just to the right of your crosshair. But it's doing the job. Yep. It works. It works pretty well, provided that you actually hit the zombie with it. So yeah, I don't really like zombies. Zombies are kind of... I don't like the typical societal collapse that is associated with them. I feel like every other movie monster is like, they're bad. They're bad, obviously, but like they're not end of the world more often than not. Like, I've never really seen a movie that's about a werewolf apocalypse. Not that werewolves aren't a big deal. They are bad. That is a terrible looking... That wall is so obviously scripted to break. That is so bad. Look at that. Oh, there he goes. Speak of the... What the... What? Well, alright, I'm having none of this. For that terrible scripting, this is what you get. Look at the light box. You can see specifically the part that's supposed to break from that side. Don't stand in the fire, Johnny. Let's put ourselves out. Let's stand in the... Oh, does that work? Oh my god, did that actually work? Can you use the shower to put yourself out? Or did that game just have... Did the game have amazing timing? Alright. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What's through here? Oh, speaking of terrible... Look at that! Come on, game. You gotta give me something better than that. That is so... Oh no, the floor broke. Oh. What is with the light box in this room? What is... That is so not coming from this light. This feels like the roof should be open or something. That's not... What? That just looks terrible. This was supposed to be a set piece, and it's just, like, very obvious. What is this? Nothing over here? Cool. And then the room, the lighting outside of this room is completely different than the lighting inside of it. Where do you get these guys? Come on. Nothing in here? Okay. Dorm check. I just roll up with a black light. Oh. So, are you a student? How did you get here, buddy? Like, how did you get specifically into this one dorm room? This copy-pasted dorm room that every single room in this building is. I'm gonna assume that he's a student, because otherwise, like, which then raises the question of how Johnny didn't get infected right away. Like, how does this infection spread? Is it through bites? Is it a bite rules universe? Or is it in the air and Johnny's just immune? Is it, like, what? What's going on here? Gotta love it when there's really no clear rhyme or reason to how your zombie apocalypse works, so there's really no explanation as to how your character isn't a zombie already. I'm gonna have to assume that it's through a bite, but that raises the question of, like, who's biting little old grandmas in a college dorm? I mean, unless you're into that. I mean, I'm not here to judge, but, like, I feel like you would be better off with the cartoonishly oversized pill bottles in that case. Whoop! Whoop, okay, and also, zombies are immune when they're on the ground. You see the blood splatter. They're actually not taking damage. The game just is coded to... What is with the characters just phasing through the wall right before they pop through? Wait, no, I don't want to do that. Then the door will be on fire. Don't worry, he's taking his time. He's just like, you know what? Salmon didn't mean to do that. I should give him a moment to regather his thoughts. Thank you, Mr. Zombie. My chest's actually full of air, so thank you for just giving me a second to breathe. I was getting myself excited just talking constantly. Okay. Die. Oh shit. That did not go to plan. So, I probably should have watched a zombie movie prior to playing this, something to put me in the proper zombie mood. What I did watch, because I decided, as a fun thing, because it is October, that before I played a game, I would sit down and I would watch a scary movie. And today, as the first movie that I watched, I decided to watch Alligator. And I'm going to put the information for that film up on the screen right now. Listen to post-editing Sam. They know more about the movie than I do, because they actually were able to sit down and read a little bit about it. And if I think of any interesting factoids, I'll probably end up pulling them up whenever it's relevant. But I probably won't do that a whole lot, just so that to not break up what's going on the screen. There's nothing this way. This is a completely different, pointless. We're making our way back to where we came from. That's where we're going. We're going back through here. We got a key. We're gonna go open a door. So Alligator is pretty clearly, as you can guess from the title, a horror film about an alligator. Because I'm good at describing things. Basically, it's that that stereotypical, like that old urban legend about flushing a toilet, or flushing a alligator baby down the toilet, and then it grows up in the sewer. Only in this case, the alligator gets flushed and then it's exposed to, like, growth hormones, so it becomes, like, super big. Why is this bathroom so ominously lit? I wish I had a flashlight, but I can tell that this isn't actually lighting. You can tell from the look of the textures that the lighting in this game is, for the most part, just painted on, because I don't think I have a shadow. The zombies cast a shadow blob. I don't. I can't even see my feet. This is one of those games where I'm presumably just a video camera with a baseball bat. And then, look at that! There's just a zombie in here. There's a zombie in this room that I would never be able to get into. Why? But yeah, shadows are basically just baked onto the walls, and so you can tell because they're all really pixely, and that doesn't look very good. I don't know why these bathrooms are just so, like... I get it, I'm presuming it's because the lights are off. What? Oh, there's a zombie in here too, isn't there? You can't see it, though. Come on. Oh, shit! What the fuck? You don't get to quick shuffle out at me. That's not cool. I actually got jump scared in this stupid fucking game. Go away. Yeah, he's dead. At least I'm pretty sure he's dead. I'm gonna back away just in case. Yeah? Okay. So these, this is actually vaguely terrifying. I don't know why, but these completely pitch black things, especially since apparently zombies are in there. Why would you do that? Dude, do you know what's up with that bathroom? Why is that bathroom so ominously lit? How did a zombie get in there? Why aren't you... Man, you got a flat ass. Why was the door locked? Why is it an ominous black void? Why is your ass so flat? I'm not impressed. Stop showing it to me. Also, why are some of the zombies less green than others? It's almost like some of them are just repurposed assets of zombies from Road to Fiddler's Green, but then they tinted them green, but then they didn't for all of them. And so as a result, like, you can tell that it's like not just the skin gets turned green, like the hair's tinted too, and it's weird. It doesn't look correct. All right, I think we're just out.
The janitor of Fencott College, subject to ridicule from students. When the plague begins, his only thought is to save his precious school.
The power just went out. Those damn students. Pranks, the dean calls it. Pranks? Why am I the only one who cares about the proper order of things? Once I've made sure the rare books are okay, I need to sort out the generator again.
Ooh, look at the three exclamation points. He's angry. Okay. Grab your key off the desk. We are now playing as the janitor at the college, who apparently, I guess, has armed himself with a hammer. I guess he's something of a handyman. So we got a quick swing. Very quick swing. I imagine the range on it isn't very good. But luckily, this is when I'll get to show off something that's kind of funky about the game. We will get to it in just a second as soon as we find a zombie, because this is a quick attack. Not amazing range. The power attack's kind of cool, though, because it's like this upswing with the claw hook. Like, and smacking someone with a hammer claw is always like a thing that I appreciate in games, because every time I'm looking at a hammer, I'm just like, people always want to smack people with the blunt end of this, but the claw's like right there. And that looks like that could do some damage if you got someone right with it. So yeah, I appreciate that we can, that he flips it around and he does that with it. That's pretty sweet. Okay, that's locked. There we go. And apparently, the janitor does not like the students very much. You know, talking about the pranks. The dean calls it pranks. There's something about the delivery on that. This game doesn't have, like, amazingly bad voice acting, but it's just wooden or impassionate enough. That's not even a word. I believe I just made that word up. Copyright that. Salmon TV, impassionate. Ma'am, could you write that down for me, please? It's wooden enough that it is still a little bit funny to me. And I like how his priorities is that, like, he's worried about the history of the school being lost in a zombie apocalypse. Like, that's where his priorities are at. Also fixing the generator, though theoretically maybe the college would be a good... I love how she's just standing there while I talk. Let's see, is she gonna finally aggro? Oh my god, she's not. The fact that his priority is to maybe, you know, save the history of the college, and then I guess after that, maybe bunker down, wait for help. I think that he might think that this is all just some sort of elaborate setup, which would also imply to me that this sweet bloody grandma over there is just a college student from his perspective. Like, he's just totally used to a bunch of, like, old Russian grandmas with, like, the cloth around their head and stuff, just studying here, which, I mean, it's never too late to go study at college, and yes, I am absolutely just standing around talking about inane bullshit to prove the point that this game has brain-dead AI. I understand that they're zombies, but sweet fucking just attack me already. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, I was supposed to show you the thing. I got so caught up in my little spiel that I forgot that I was trying to showcase something. Excuse me? Okay. Well, we'll deal with that in a moment. I'm gonna see if I can find any more zombies. Why are all the college computers set to groove.com? I understand, like, as someone who, you know, I remember using the high school library computers to, like, not research, but come on, this is shameless. I was the one kid who was playing, like, Minecraft on the computer, or I was doing, you know, I had like a portable install of Minecraft on a flash drive, and I would just plug it into the computer at the library, and I would just play. Come on. Psst, 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 psst. Come on. You can do it. Whoa, sweet moonwalk. Okay. So she's like, okay, but. So obviously I can't hit from here, but if I just a little bit closer. There we go. See, right here, standing up, can't reach her. Crouch down. The game extends your hitbox when you're crouched, and that means that the best way to play as the janitor, at least in the case when we have the hammer, is to walk around crouched, which doesn't impede your speed at all, so there's really no reason to not. You can't jump, but that's kind of the one issue. As a result, your attack range gets increased, and it allows you to just backpedal, or honestly, you could maybe just go on the offensive and just, like, since you enter combat range with them before they can feasibly hit you, if you can tap quick enough, you could probably just take them out. Like, attack! I didn't even see that one around me. He almost flanked me. So if you ever wanted to play a first-person shooter where you're Chucky, Day of the Zombies is the game for you, because I'm simulating being like 3 feet tall with a ball-peen hammer. I don't even know if that's actually the type of hammer this is. Feel free to like and subscribe and be mad in the comments if this isn't a ball-peen hammer. Hello! Your ass is also flat.
Oh yeah!
I'm liking this though. I'm kind of digging the vibe of just like, yes, welcome to first-person zombie hammer game, but you are also like the size of a Build-A-Bear. Actually, that'd be a big Build-A-Bear. What's up in here? Nothing in there. There's nothing up in there. Let's go down here. There is something growling. Oh, it's you! Ow! 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 That was a lot of damage. Luckily, 3 taps, all it takes. Is there no pills? Great. Well, that was suboptimal. Ooh, a gun! So anyway, I forgot, well, I was talking about alligator. And yeah, so the alligator gets flushed down the toilet, gets into some growth hormones. A few years later, the alligator is starting to, like, pick people off when they pop down into the sewers, and this detective, who at first thinks that it's some sort of, like, you know, serial killer, realizes it's a crocodile, and everyone's being all like, oh, he's making it up at first, also, aren't you that guy? Like, this thing that they keep bringing up throughout the movie is that this guy was in some sort of, like, crime incident in which his partner got killed, because of course he was. And I think that they bring up the fact that his partner got killed more often than Who Framed Roger Rabbit brought up Eddie Valiant's brother. And that gun took the exact same number of shots directly to the forehead as the hammer did. Which means that guns are basically just long-distance hammers. And I feel like we should just relabel them that. They are no longer guns, they are just long-distance hammers. Hey, what do you think you're doing getting all fast out of nowhere? Alright. You asked for it. Breaking out the big guns. The close-range hammers. Yeah, that attacks a lot faster, too, so it's just like, if zombies get close enough, just switch over. Plus, you don't run out of ammunition for a hammer. Man, these painted on light maps look terrible. Can I open that bathroom stall? No? Can I break it down? No, but it does make an awful noise. Let's stop that. I was worried that this game wouldn't be terribly exciting and something that I could commentate over, and I guess in a certain way it isn't, and that I'm not really able to say much of interest specifically about the game, but I have discovered that if I have one superpower, is that I can, if I desire to, not shut the fuck up. Hey buddy, how you doing? Oh, that was frame perfect. Like, she like just got the bite out. They're just out on a night on the town. The twinsies, except she's less green. Why are you not green? Why are you not green? Why do you have more of a butt than, like, all the other zombies? Now I understand why people are partying with old ladies on the campus. Wait. Oh, he's wearing shorts. Or briefs of some... What? I can't go checking out zombie ass. What has this world come to? This is what is... What? Okay, I'm seeing... You guys are seeing this too, right? There's like a weird effect on that blood decal. It's weird. What has this world come to when I can't check out a zombie's butt? It's straight up 1984. What?
Books are down here somewhere.
This is what Orwell was warning us about. One day they were gonna just not allow us to check out zombie booty. Pills, bullets. And this book looks exactly the same as all the other books. What is rare about it? Why could they have not have bothered just giving it its own cover? Like, there's nothing that differentiates it. It's just the same stock red book, but apparently the janitor knows. The janitor's just like, ah, yes, this is a first edition copy of How to Be a Janitor. The Janitor's Manifesto. What was that? Only a truly sophisticated person would recognize the work of genius that is How to Be a Janitor. The Janitor Chronicles. The story of the sisterhood of the traveling mop. I can't think of janitor puns for books. What is this voice I'm doing? I will stop now. Everyone in the comments are gonna be like, bring back the janitor voice. You fucking charlatan. Come on. Oh, there was a zombie in there. Bop. One hop this time. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Oh, sweet. Getting hit doesn't cancel out my my attack animation. Chop chop, real smooth. So I can just keep attacking if I get smacked. Or if I get smacked mid-attack, I'll just, like, club them in retaliation. That's pretty great. Crouch mode engaged. Could you imagine if, like, more games allowed you to just crouch down to become more powerful?
There, got the books.
What's up with all these zombies in the vents? Not xenomorphs, are they? Ah, I see. This is their plan. This is Wayland Yutani's real plan. They're just gonna infiltrate buildings using xenomorphs dressed up like zombies with flat butts. For a second, I thought that he was wearing, like, funky red camo pants, but I was like, those are just oddly patterned bloodstains. Hey, what's going on? Nice weather we're having. Oh. Sweet flip, dude. Oh, okay, this room isn't anything. Whoop. What's in here? Awesome. Let's check around here before I select anything. I don't actually think. Restore power to the library. Fine.
Our plague doesn't go unnoticed by the military. But even heroes have their limits. What begins when one man is left behind.
At 1900 hours, we deployed at Fincott Memorial College to suppress the spreading infection, but soon lost our command post by an overwhelming population of the infected. I'm the only member of the squad to retreat to a safe location. I should have enough ammunition with me to rendezvous with the 2nd Ranger Squad in Zone 3.
Alright, so we've made it to our 3rd character. This is the last of the 3 that we'll be cycling through between chapters of the game. I felt like after this chapter we would wrap up this first episode, and that every episode we'd basically get to check in on Johnny, the janitor man, and Mr. Soldier Dude. I actually missed his name. I think it's like Daniel. Danny boy. Come on. So we're hanging out in this farmhouse, which is very clearly not the building that we ran into in the cinematic prior to it, but it's so hard, you know, in post, they just couldn't find a building shaped like the one in the... Oh, I have a Glock. It takes a lot of Glocks to kill a zombie. Yes, just a bunch of Glocks. You gotta throw individual Glocks, not bullets. So that would probably explain why it took a while. You know, if you're just throwing guns at them. Oh man, there's no drugs in the night table! What's the point? Okay. Go down the staircase. I hear them. I can hear the skittering of their feet. It's almost as annoying as like having a bunch of giants trailing you in Arthur's Quest. Not quite as bad. I would not be surprised if this was straight up just the farmhouse from Road to Fiddler's Green. Like and subscribe if I should play Road to Fiddler's Green so I can verify whether or not they just stole this farmhouse. What's in here? Bedroom. Nothing else? Dang. Okay. So the house is being overrun, right? Where are all the zombies then? This house is decidedly not overrun. Okay. Well, I guess what's outside, you know, let's make bad choices and go outside. Okay. Well, there's health over there. What's our objective? Escape the cottage. It's being overrun. It's only now being... Okay, now there's zombies. Let's check out how the... Is this an M16? Let's see how that works. It does not seem to work very well. It does, however, turn zombies into faucets. So that's neat. Okay, that's a truck. Don't back up into trucks. Preferably, let's not get cornered while we're trying to escape. What's in this? Oh, okay. That door's just blocked. So, I'm doing a terrible job of talking about alligator. So, there at a certain point, like, people finally realize it's like, okay, there actually is an alligator, and you can just walk past these zombies. They can't touch you. The government can't stop me. Now, they eventually realize, okay, maybe there is actually an alligator, and the detective man isn't just, you know, talking crazy. And at that point, it's like right after that, the alligator just forgets the idea of even attempting to be sneaky and just explodes out onto the street through a manhole. And then it's basically like just footage. I swear sometimes it's just footage of an actual ass alligator walking around, and then they just have people screaming. And they have to use like perspective shots to make it look bigger. Either that or they just had like a dude in a suit crawling around with a giant prosthetic alligator head. Either way, it always looked really goofy. And I appreciate that they, you know, it looked like a decently realistic alligator. They don't really have any cool set pieces with it other than like a few instances where it was basically like swallowing people whole. I love how I'm casually walking. I'm not even running. I'm not even running past the zombies at this point. I'm just casually walking by them. This is a leisurely stroll. Walk with me, set me free. Walk with me and we'll escape from the zombies. Okay, I think we're going over here. It honestly feels unnecessary to actually try shooting them. Feels like more of a waste of my time. And so, like, throughout the story, Detective Man is working with this herpetologist who, from a prior scene at the beginning of the movie, is established to have actually been the little girl that originally owned the alligator before it was flushed down the toilet. That never comes back up. They never actually realize that specifically the alligator in the film is supposed to be her pet alligator, Ramon. But which is a shame because I would have actually loved to see her refer to him as Ramon, but I'm gonna think of him. He is Ramon the alligator. There's actually a part where they like, I think they try and name him Alexander, that or there's some like other thing about Alexander Alligator that I just am not familiar with. Oh, wait a second, isn't Alex the Alligator like a platformer for like PC? I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Okay, so maybe that's what that was. That's what my films are hitting me with, obscure PC platformer references. But, so the detective guy and herpetologist lady are our obvious romantic interests, and I don't know, it just was one of those ones where I just, like, when they finally smooched, I was just like, fuck off, movie, because it just felt like, oh, they hung out in, like, 3 different scenes. He mostly just refers to her as a kid because she's younger than him. Not a whole lot, but he keeps calling her kid, and she's just like, I'm not a kid, and he's like, yeah, anyone younger than me is a kid, but then also I'm gonna smonch on you, and I'm like, okay.
Better shoot that
And then eventually
barrel.
they just, like, they hook up, and I'm like, okay, because the movie just needed this to happen, I guess. It's not a complete monster thriller if the people don't just hook up at the end, I guess. And I'm explaining this so bad. Especially since we're already at the end of this level. Or getting there. And I haven't said anything remotely descriptive of the film. Maybe this idea wasn't a good idea. Or I need to gather my thoughts before I do it. Maybe I should have watched a better movie. Because at the end of the day, Alligator was basically exactly what I thought it was going to be. It actually reminded me of Mimic in a couple ways.
Erica, it's me again.
Maybe I should have watched Mimic and talked about that instead.
It's gonna take a little longer than I thought to get to you. Just be
Regardless, whatever it is, Golf Club, regardless of whatever it is, whatever movie I end up watching, if you think that I should do that, you know, like and subscribe if I should shut up about other horror movies while I'm playing scary games and actually focus on talking about the game I'm playing. Regardless, we will find that out next time. The Day of the Zombie will continue, and we will see if Johnny Guitar, Janitor Man, and Danny ever accomplish their respective goals. Is Erica safe? Will the rare books be recovered? Will Soldier Man be I don't actually know what he's trying to do. But we will find out next time on Salmon TV, except for when the next time on Salmon TV that it's an episode of Day of the Zombie, because I feel like I am going to have another game set up for the next game day. We will find that out. I'll catch you then.